And this is a great treat for your viewers to be able to see a president's wine cellar. And indeed, president's wine cellar during the Prohibition years. You know, the 20s were roaring when Woodrow Wilson lived here. The other great historical note is that you could own liquor, you could have and possess spirits, you couldn't sell or trade spirits. And so Wilson was able to move the contents of his cellar from the White House. The Treasury agents came in and inventoried the contents of Wilson's wine cellar and transported it here to S Street just after they moved in. We have one bottle, which is great fun, which actually is whiskey, and it says there beneath the dust, for medicinal purposes only. So there were some exceptions to Prohibition. Some great bottles of French wine, Aubryon, going back into the 1920s. And then some of the items certainly remain in the cellar, some vintage from 1949 that Edith Wilson probably enjoyed in her time in the house as well. You know, we associate Woodrow Wilson with Prohibition, but as a constitutional amendment, Wilson really played no large role in its promotion, and in fact, Wilson actually vetoed the Volstead Act. It passed over his veto, and the Volstead Act was what led to how the amendment would be enforced. And so Wilson said there was no prohibition, there was no temperance in the Prohibition Amendment. He was certainly in favor of temperance, but not a strict prohibition.